You're listening to a hockey podcast where we talk about ice hockey and stuff. Yeah. Woo.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 10. That's right, double digits of This is a Hockey Podcast. Today, we're going to go right into the playoff predictions, and we are just going to see where maybe our old predictions... Well, we won't be able to do it completely because actually Jeremy is not here with us today, unfortunately, but he got his vaccine, his second dose, so lucky him. Congratulations, Jeremy. Woo! But yeah, we're going to talk about the predictions and individual teams. I'm Channelle.
I'm Molly.
And we're going to get right into it. Woohoo!
This is a hockey thing. Yeah, let's do the hockey.
Let's do the hockey. I think we should just start right off with the West. I'm sure Molly wouldn't mind that because...
Ooh. Are we doing a revision of what we said in our premiere first episode?
Let's do it.
So I haven't actually looked at my predicky-woos in a hot minute, as they say. And I know I put Avs as number one. And guess where they're at, guys?
Number one!
Oh my days. I can't believe it. I would be crying, but I'm wearing mascara and we know how that works. Okay, so just going to quickly run through what I had. 8th placed, I put LA. I got that wrong. Then I had Arizona, Sharks, sorry Jezza, Anaheim, Wild, Blues, Knights, Abs.
So you got two right.
I got Knights and Abs at the top.
Yeah, you did.
Like 3 and 4, just the wrong way around. But bottom 4, I mean, they're all messy. So
we're not even going to concentrate on the bottom 4. They're losers.
Yeah. Sorry, Sharks. Sorry, Jeremy.
See you next year.
They're rebuilding.
Oh, the contracts.
Anyways, what did you put for the West?
Right. So, I had LA last, San Jose 7th, which I got right.
You got that right.
Anaheim 6th. I had Arizona 5th, which they are.
Ooh.
Minnesota 4th, so wrong, close. Vegas 3rd, Colorado 2nd, and Blues 1st. Now that's where I messed up.
Yeah, you had too much faith in the Blues.
I really did.
Blew it in the bin.
Oh my god.
That was a double whammy.
By the way, I have to say this. Our last podcast came out, and then Steve Dangle's podcast came out, and it seems like all of us were just bitching about Bennington.
We're not alone.
In the same way. I was laughing anyways. See, we're good. We're high quality.
We're good. We're high quality. We're on the banter train. Yeah. We are trend setters.
We certainly are. We did do it first, but yeah.
We totally did it first.
It's okay, we're all friends.
We are all friends here.
The Blues. That's my bad. But anyways, moving on. Lucky for you, you freaking have Colorado as the President's Trophy winners. You must be so happy.
Oh my days. I can't. I just cannot. They are doing so well. Like, I thought at this time of year, normally like beginning of April, Avalanche start to, turn into a literal avalanche and go downhill really fast.
Man.
But they haven't this time. They've stayed up there.
Climbing Mount Everest.
They're climbing. They're a reverse avalanche. Going back up that hill. So I'm happy. They're on a win streak. They are dominating. I feel like they're on win streaks when they're playing, teams such as the Kings, because who wouldn't be on a win streak?
I mean, I guess.
But they're doing really well. Like, the team's coming together. It's not all about McKinnon and McCarr in Avalanche news. You've got your other players coming in, which are making waves, like, Jost. He's back. We love him. As in, like, he's back to being mentioned. We still love him. And I'm just also saying, like, Kadri, he's doing great. I'm glad he's doing great on Avalanche. And Sard as well. Fantastic plays on the ice. Not necessarily, you know, our McDavid, our McDaddy plays, but oh my days. Just don't.
Again, we cannot compare anyone to McDavid. We just can't.
We can't.
I feel like it's a defense mechanism every single human being has when talking about their favorite players. We're like, oh, you know, Matthews is such a killer player. I mean, I understand he's not like McDavid, but he's like the best. You know what I mean?
This is just gone a little tangent here. I'm going on a little tangerine off
Just
to the side because I've got a controversial opinion that I've formed in the last couple of weeks.
Oh my God. Tell me.
You're going to like this controversial opinion. I think Austin Matthews is actually a better hockey player than McDavid.
Please don't unsubscribe. How so? Why?
Because McDavid, he carries the team on his shoulders, where Matthews clicks with his team, and he's not just the only scorer. He's not a selfish hockey player. It's not like, you know, Draisaitl, McDavid, score. It's more complex and interwoven in the team, and I feel like he is a more valuable team player and a good team player.
He's a 200-foot player. That's what he is.
So come at me, guys. My
funny.
Twitter DM is open. I would love to hear your opinions on this. Please fight me because I am ready. Let's go back to division, shall we?
Let's actually go into the the West Division, Colorado versus the Blues specifically, because that's the header, right? That's
okay. I do have opinions on this.
Okay, yes.
I do. Well, that was a sniff and a half.
I do want to preface this by saying, just for the audience and for us, that Colorado has won the season matchup 5-3. Okay?
Yeah.
There you go. What do you have to say?
Now, I want to say Avalanche is going to go in with a clean sweep and get it in 4.
Wow.
However, I know how the Blues play in the playoffs, and it's not as refined as in the regular season, so it might be in 6. So I've settled for Avs in 5.
You know, it's funny you say that because that's actually what I have.
You have Avs in 5. Oh,
I have Avs in 5, and there are certain reasons for this. Like if you look at the important numbers, like the power plays and penalty kills, like Colorado is a steady. They're 8th for both, 8th in the league for both. And St. Louis, on the other hand, right? You know,
it's impressive for them.
It is impressive, and when you take a look at the Colorado's roster, they have like a pretty even line. They have, obviously, no surprise, the top 3 are the top 3 for Colorado, but the second line, as you've already stated, they're producing as well. They have a good defense, and you have an amazing goaltender, right? Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Molly, and I'm sure I think you would agree.
Yeah.
If Grubauer gets injured, God forbid, there's no real second option, you know?
We've got Doobie.
You say that. However, the sample size is too small to tell.
I know it's too small at the moment. I do believe he is a good goaltender, but new team playoffs, don't know how he's going to act. And Johannesson, or whatever you call him, Johnson, he's a new goalie, so I don't know if he's up for the playoff pressure.
That's the thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Give him a couple years. Yeah, solid. If he continues the way he's been playing, solid second goalie. I don't have an opinion on Frankie, really. I'm sorry. So that's that.
Neither did I. I didn't put anything about that. And then you have the Blues, who I honestly, I'm not that impressed this season with their offense or their defense. Like they have Tarasenko, who's seemed, his injuries seem to plague him constantly, and Parayko is currently injured. And then you have Binnington, who, by the way, again, is their only choice. If he does get injured, they're screwed. So, I mean, that's my specific reasoning as to why I chose Colorado in 5.
I think the Blues have just been slowly falling apart since the beginning of the year as well.
Yeah,
they're not as strong as they were.
No, exactly.
I don't know what they're doing, really. because they used to be a really hard-hitting punch of a team, but now it's like, oh, you're playing the Blues. Oh,
Unlike
there's no fire, there's no blood boiling.
Unlike Tampa, I feel like they didn't have as many star players. So once you win the cup, obviously we've already said it before, cap goes up. You're going to have to trade away people and fill in some pieces. I don't think it was as easy for the Blues to come back.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
what did Jeremy say?
What did Jeremy say?
Oh, he says Avs in 6.
He does. He has little faith. Obviously
Avs
a
in
Sharks
6.
fan.
That's true. He knows that division too, though.
He does know that division. He also knows the way that Avalanche play in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, well, how do the Avalanche play in the playoffs, in your opinion?
Well, it depends. They either fall off immediately, like they get clean swept under the carpet, or they make it until just before the final and leave. You know, they bow out.
I'm tired.
Yeah, they get a broken leg or something, and
Understood.
yeah, they took break a leg too, literally.
All right, well, I guess we can go on to Vegas versus Minnesota.
I am glad Avalanche aren't playing Minnesota in the playoffs, because whenever that happens, they go out. It's that rivalry. It's that rivalry right there. So it'd be interesting to see how the Wild play against a team that isn't Avalanche in the playoffs. We also know the Knights are probably going to sweep them under the carpet.
Well, that's the thing. By the way, we are not basing these predictions off of the games that have already been played.
No.
I mean, I have not. I know Jeremy hasn't either. So we're just trying to do it. Because as of right now, the Wild, who do you think is going to win?
Choose
Vegas and how many?
5 again.
Vegas and 5.
Like 6 times in a row,
Completely
basically.
different vision of how this is going to go down.
Okay.
I said Wild in 7.
Oh.
Now, it is very subjective, clearly. My reasoning is very interesting. I understand that Vegas, I mean, they're playing great. They're first in penalty kills. They have a great offense, obviously. I will say this, though, Max Petch. What the hell?
Breathe, words.
Max Petch? I'm literally having a stroke right here, right now. Someone call the ambulance. Pacioretty, mon dieu, okay, Pacioretty, he's injured. Oh my gosh. Anyways, the return is unknown. I'm not sure. I have not looked it up today. I don't know if he's going to go back in it. Anyways, he's an important part of the team, right? And he's currently not playing. They have a great defense. Pietrangelo is doing okay. However, he might turn it up in the playoffs because he has that experience. You know, he's literally won the cup. And then goaltending is great. It's amazing. Right. Now, here is the factor. This is why I think Minnesota is going to win. I think they might win because their rookie is very thirsty. You know, Kaprizov, now I'm the one butchering the last names, but that rookie, man, he is so good. What the heck happened? Like, I was following him all year. He's got 27 goals, 24 assists, 51 points. He's going to win the Calder.
Oh, definitely.
Oh my God. That's an excellent first season. And then obviously you have Zuccarello. People, if you look at stats, you're like, oh, that's not that good. You're like, hold on. He's only played 42 games because he was injured. So that
is... Oh, I didn't realize he got injured.
Yeah, he was out for a bit, so he's only played 42 games. You know?
Excuse me, sir?
Yeah, so that's a factor. And they just named Spurgeon, the captain this year. He's doing great, sorry. And they have an even distribution of points on defense. So that means they're a pretty good, even team throughout the lineup. And I think that will really help them. And then finally, the goaltending, they have a tandem between Kakkonen and Talbot. Talbot just freaking turned it on. Again, I'm not talking about last night's game per se, but now that's happened, I will say, damn, he's also a killer goalie. Holy mac, what the hell's going to happen between these two? It's unpredictable. That's why I say Wild in 7. I had a lot to say about that, but yeah.
You've opened my eyes.
Right, I feel like I'm the only one choosing this, but I don't know. We'll see. Let me know in the comments.
I would like to see Avs play Wild more than Avs play Knights.
I absolutely can agree with that.
Yeah.
I
just think it's
I'm Team
spicier.
Wild. I'm Team Wild, so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe what about Jeremy? What did Jeremy say?
Oh, that's a good question. Knights in 6.
Oh,
Hmm.
Knights in 6. I can't see his reasoning because he hates the Knights.
Yeah, he probably begrudgingly just freaking wrote Knights.
He probably went Knights in 6 because they're golden shiny.
Knights, if they win, it's going to be in 7 because they're terrible gold helmets.
Yeah. It took them so long because of their bloody uniform.
Ew. Okay, let's move on because, oh my god, we're just on
West.
You want to do the West now?
We just did West.
Oh, yes. We just did the West. Listen, it is...
Should we go East?
East?
East.
Let's go East.
Let's go. What were your predictions for the East?
I had... Oh, let me pull it up so I can see here. I had New Jersey in 8th.
Oh, how we are wrong.
New York Rangers in 7th.
Oh.
Then I had Buffalo, Pittsburgh. Oh. So I'm not right with that either. New York Islanders, which is right.
Yeah, you got that one right.
Then I had Philly. Oh my god, our predictions. Oh my god. And then Boston and then Washington.
Oh no, you were so wrong.
I will say though, I got the top 4 completely right, just out of order.
Okay, I want to see what I put. Oh no, I'm even worse. 8, I put Rangers. 7th, I put Islanders. 6, New Jersey.
My
5,
god.
Pittsburgh. 4, Philly. 3, Buffalo.
No.
2, Boston. And 1, Capitals.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
I like it being like, yeah, I've got this on the head. I know Buffalo's going to do great this year.
Oh my god.
Also, this is where I'm handing my resignation.
I did say that I had the top 4 right, but sorry, I got 1 wrong. Apologies. Oh no. That sucks. Can't believe you put fucking Buffalo. We did yell at you for that, I'm pretty sure.
You did. And I was like, no, believe in the Buff.
For this season, I don't think I will ever even I can't anymore. I can't put any more effort into the Sabres. We should be a podcast that never talks about them again.
What team? I didn't know what team you were on about.
Buffalo.
There's a team there?
No. What are you talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I'm wheezing right now. I can't.
Okay. Let's say this. Pittsburgh won the season matchup this season 6-2.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Pittsburgh versus Islanders. What do you think, Molly?
I'm not sure. This is when I had to sit and actually do some research on both teams about how they're playing and whatnot, because I didn't have high hopes for Pittsburgh at all this year.
Yeah, we did say their defense was struggling.
But they have proved us wrong. They have climbed up the mountain of their division, so to speak, and they're only getting better. But saying that, the Islanders aren't too shabby either. So, long story short, I put Islanders in 7.
Wow. What's that? Wow. That's interesting because I put Pittsburgh in 7.
Oh. Okay. What is your reasoning for Pittsburgh swinging it?
Okay, so there was a couple of selfish reasonings. For me, I'm like, okay, I'm not the biggest fan of Pittsburgh. I'm not the biggest fan of New York Islanders either. I don't hate them. So now it was just a matter of picking out specific players from each team. Obviously, you got to look at the stats. I'm not just basing it off of players I like or don't like, but I just hate New York Islander fans. So if you're listening, I mean, sorry.
We don't hate you. We just hate you when you're in a group.
Yes, exactly. That mob mentality is actually atrocious. It's just this personal thing we have when they were just terrible with Tavares, you know? So I was like, okay, let me put that aside. Let me obviously look at the stats and the players. And I think that Pittsburgh has the upper hand slightly because of the obvious, experienced Crosby. We've got Chris Letang and Jari. He's been okay, actually. Jari's been good.
You got CC as well. Didn't he win a cup as well?
CC? I don't know, man. CC. I don't have a relationship with CC.
Oh, okay.
He was terrible with us. So, the thing is, they're pretty even, Molly. I would say, like, if you're to level everything out, they're pretty even. I mean,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't know.
The Penguins get more injured.
This is true.
Just from like my recollection, this is going off like my hockey brain, not like looking at the internet or anything. Like I always remember seeing Penguins injuries in the news when it comes to playoffs.
Yeah.
Like Avalanche. So that's why I put Islanders to win, because it's going to be a long slog and I feel like it's going to burn the Penguins out.
Mm-hmm. I can't say they can go head to head against power plays and PKs because
no.
They're Pittsburgh's 4th for power plays, 27th for penalty kills, and then Islanders 21st for power plays, 6th for penalty kills. So in that aspect, I would say
it's evened out.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess, you know what? It might come down to goaltending, and in which case you might be right because Varlamov is better. And
but he gets injured. Varlamov gets injured. He drops into splits and then splits his leg off.
Well, then you know what? Our predictions are very dead on for what we think, because you think, okay, we both think it's game 7, but who's going to take it? Either or.
It was very difficult for me to choose. What did Jeremy say?
Islanders in 6.
Oh.
Right?
Jeremy. Yeah. Has he got more faith in the Islanders than the Penguins? Does he think that Crosby's just going to like snap? I don't know.
I don't know.
In half?
That's also another thing. Like Crosby does get injured a lot. Oh my god.
Please protect your brain, sir.
Oh my god. Right. Well, that's what we have to say about that.
Oh. Next people in this division are
Washington and
Boston.
I hate them both.
Easy for me.
It was easy for you.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, what'd you say?
I put Caps in 5.
Really?
Yes.
I put Caps in 7.
Okay. Now Jeremy also put Caps in 7.
Oh, he did, eh?
Yeah.
Me, I think that Boston has a deal with the refs, so that's why they're going to get that far. They always,
okay.
Really I'm freaking bitter. Actually, I hate both teams.
Bitter?
What do you think?
I'm not. The reason I put Caps as winning over Boston is because Boston picked up Taylor Hall.
That's your reason. It's all downhill from here.
That's one of the reasons, yeah, because they've picked up players and that people have been like, oh yeah, they're rock stars, like, Taylor Hall. And I don't think that's going to come through like they want. Because playoffs is extra pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I just don't think, like, they'll put up a good fight, but let's be honest, Capitals, they've got them Jesus, haven't they? They've got Ovechkin.
Yeah.
Who scores just all the time and is a dick about it, but
Okay, I'm glad we agree.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
your reasoning, Taylor Hall.
I don't really have much to say about either teams. None of them really bring me joy. But Boston, yeah, I suppose they are a bit dirty. No offense, Boston fans, but also all the offense. Take a look at yourself in the mirror and be like, why? Why do I support Boston? Actually, cut that out. That's bitchy as heck.
We're just slamming all the fans.
I'm just ready to fight someone today.
Holy.
Even Avs fans, come at me. I'll fight you.
I have to try to be unbiased because I seriously do not like either of these teams. Obviously, one more than the other. So my unbiased opinion is these teams are really, really good. Both of them. They're 3rd, 5th, 10th, and
they
whatever.
Are good teams. You can't say they're not good teams. It's just whether we personally like them.
Yeah. I will also say this. This is actually kind of important information for both of us to know, or all of us to know. But during game 1, Vanacek was injured. So interesting to see where the goaltending will go from there. Obviously, Samsonov he was injured too, I believe. And oh boy, I don't know. So that could play a factor. It could be a huge factor going into game 2 and 3, you know?
Yes. Who's mainly in goal for Boston at the moment?
Oh, that would be Rask.
I was going to say, is Rask still in there? Well, is he still in there? Because I thought this would be his last season.
No. Rask is probably going to be, this is probably going to be his last season. He's definitely going to retire. I mean, I would think so, but he has a tandem with Halak. It's been that way for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And Rask is their starter. He always has been. Halak is always an excellent choice as a backup, but Rask always plays in the playoffs without fail.
And he performs. Like he's still a good goalie. He has kind of gone downhill over the last few years. He's got
a 913 save percentage, so that's pretty good. It's
still good.
It's
good.
Not
his peak.
No, exactly. So yeah, that's probably why we're thinking higher numbers, because it could really go either way.
Yeah.
Either way, it won't be
so intense.
I can't. Oh my god, playoffs all week, guys. I'm putting it on every day. I can't wait.
It's so sad. I wake up at 5 a.m. now. So what's that time in like Pacific time? I get to watch basically half a hockey match in the morning while I'm doing my morning yoga. So
you're like, okay, that's going well.
Basically, I get to watch tail end of West Coast games, which is nice. It's nice. But I wish I could just 7 p.m. at night, have a beer, watch a game.
Yeah. But, when you come visit me, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, 100% we're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I can get the jab.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's do Central.
Central. Yes, let's do Central.
We'll have to say I epically failed my prediction.
I haven't looked at my Central. What should I put for my Central? Where is Central? At the top. No, it's not. Hey, I wasn't too bad.
Really? Wait, was I not too bad? I wasn't bad either. I will say one is very. Oh, you start.
Should I say what I put 8-1?
Yeah.
I was actually pretty bad, I think. So 8, I had Detroit.
Uh-huh.
This is where I made big mistake. I put Florida at 7th. 6 Chicago, 5 Dallas, 4 Preds, 3 Blue Jackets, 2 Canes, 1 Lightning.
Wow. I would say we had a similar thing. I will say that I had a lot of faith in Florida, and I'm probably the only one in the world, so I'm giving myself props there. I put 8 Detroit, like you.
Yeah.
Chicago, Nashville, Stars in 5th. Then I put Carolina in 4th, because that's usually been their spot.
Yeah.
Florida. I put Florida in 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Jackets in 2nd. That's where I epically failed. And then Tampa in 1st, like you.
Yeah. So we kind of got it, but we also definitely didn't. I got Detroit, Chicago, Dallas order right. But Blue Jackets again. They started the league this season. They started really strong, but then they fell to the level of freaking Detroit.
You know what? They're starting to give me signs of the team that shall not be named anymore. Podcast,
Oh, they are.
They're showing some signs of it, and players don't want to play there. No one cares for the coach. It's there you go.
Coach is leaving, isn't he?
There you go.
Tortellini's leaving.
Tortilla is leaving. But I will say this: the players. And I was right. I knew I was right. I said, hey, I don't think he's as bad as people are portraying him. Now, all the players say they're not leaving for him. They liked him. They liked the way he pushed, especially the vets, obviously, but he's adjusted accordingly for the younger people.
Yeah.
And it's more so they just don't like playing in Columbus and for the GM, I guess.
Where even is Columbus anyway?
Columbus?
Is it Ohio?
Yeah, I think so. Columbus, Ohio, probably.
Is it actually?
That sounds right. Yeah, that sounds right.
People coming at me were like, why don't you know your US states? I'm European.
Honest. And I'm Canadian.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
Ohio.
anything. Yeah, Columbus, Ohio. I mean, that sounds
Yeah.
right. Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, the freaking Ohio flags on their logo. Oh,
I don't know, Frick.
I know flags.
Um,
But yeah, talking about Columbus, what do you think they're going to do next year?
well, we have a new coach opening, right? So
Yes.
hopefully something. How about that?
He wants to move to Ohio.
Me, yay. Sounds fun. The market's tiny.
Is that your new job? Columbus
That's
Blue
my new
Jackets hockey coach.
I actually made a tweet that was pretty popular about that. But not that. What was it? It was for the Sabres, that's right. So funny. Okay. Canes versus Preds. See, this is what happens when you and I are on the podcast. We just go off into different.
Oh, we just go into a different realm. We're like, you know what? Tangerines.
Sorry, future Jeremy, editing this.
Sorry, future Jeremy. I have put Canes sweeping at Canes in 4 because I want to see Canes in 4.
Wow. Yeah. I put
Yeah.
Canes in 5.
Okay, I did a ballsy move. I put my balls on the table here.
That is totally fine. I have a feeling a lot of people are thinking that.
I feel like it's I feel this division is a little bit more less consensized. Like it's very divided between people who want to see a clean sweep or believe there's going to be a clean sweep and people being like, actually
realistically.
So, yeah, but you know, I like a bit of fun.
Yeah, shake it up.
This is me having my fun. I'm a hoe for Aho. I want to see him in the finals.
And of course, he's the star this season.
He's
their top guy this season, so I'm very proud. Not to mention, like Carolina, if they just make it past the first round, I think they could possibly get to the end, if not win. They're second and third in power plays and penalty kills.
Yeah.
That's really impressive. Then they have Aho, they have Trocheck, who was traded from Florida, by the way, at the deadline. And Justin, he already has, he has 17 goals, 26 assists, 43 points total. He's doing great. That's
phenomenally.
Oh, let's not forget about our favorite leadership, Jordan Stahl.
Yeah.
He turned it back up. He's having an amazing comeback here. So, I mean, all that coupled with goaltending, they could pick Dude, listen, people, they could pick any one of their 3 goaltenders and say, okay, cool, let's go.
They're all good.
Who starts? Who do you
Any
start?
one of them.
I'm guessing Alex. I'm going to say his first name because his last name is
Nedeljkovic.
Yeah. Nedeljkovic.
It's probably, I don't know where he's from, but it's probably Nedeljkovic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously Mrazek's their homeboy, but he was injured for most of the season. Do you give the young starter a chance, sir?
Or you put on Reimer?
I guess no. 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 I guess we'll find out. Their game is today. So we're going to find out.
Yes.
For you guys yesterday, I guess.
That's a game I really want to watch.
I'm watching as many games as I freaking can. Okay.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it tomorrow morning. It's fine.
Jeremy said Canes in 4 as well.
Yes, Jeremy! On the clean sweep with me.
And then, I did 5 because, I feel like all the goaltenders tend to steal one game at least. It's rare to do a sweep, but they have Saros as their starter.
I don't know how you say it.
For the Preds.
I don't know how to say his name, but I know who you mean.
Oh my god, actually, you know what? I think you're going to laugh at this, but the Preds, their 2 top people, Johansson and Duchesne, they're fucking blowing it, man.
Fucking Duchesne. I forgot he went to Preds. I forgot about that after Ottawa.
Yes, he wants to play the guitar with everyone.
Oh, he wants to be a country boy.
So, dude, they've combined for 35 points all season, Their salary together, 16 million, 8 million each, and they're blowing it.
They're not even top.
Terrible. Sorry,
Not even top, mate.
This really feels super casual. I'm just sipping my coffee like, hey.
Sorry, I'm on the ginger ale.
Oh my God.
What are you doing, guys?
You might,
also,
you know what?
Do you want to know a fun fact? The only fact I know about the Predators, their goalie, Pekka
Renee?
has the same birthday as me.
Oh, that's sick.
Although he's a lot older than me, let's be honest.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you feel young?
No. No, it doesn't. No, that's the only thing I know about the Predators. And I thought they were going to win the Stanley Cup 4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, I put Predators to win.
I didn't think they were going to dip so quickly because I agree with you. I constantly saw them in at least third.
Yeah.
But you guys might be right.
It'd be nice to see a team like, Preds or Florida win the cup just because it's so out of the blue.
I agree. Yeah.
I agree. Apart from a team that shall not be named because they're just an utter disgrace at this point.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I'd rather give it to the refs than a fat team. Oh, she's being shady today. Anywho.
So shady.
She's so shady.
Let's move on to, since you said it. Yeah, Panthers and Lightning.
Okay. Do you want me to say mine first?
Yeah, I'm curious.
So, Tampa Bay, we know Lightning is a phenomenal team, usually. Yeah. And they were looking very strong at the beginning of the season. Again, another strong team. Mm-hmm. But instead of saying strong, they did another Blue Jackets where they kind of haven't quite stayed consistent.
2 years after, it makes sense. A year after.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's going to be a slog for them, I feel. Mm-hmm. And I think Florida has been gassed up enough to get it in 7.
Wow. I'm not far off. I have Panthers in 6.
Nice.
I mean,
they've played a game already, haven't they?
Oh, that's a good point. They have, and I'm pretty sure the Lightning won. Yeah. They won last night 5-4.
Yeah. But that's a close game. It's not the Wild kind of drawn nil, but
it's kind of silly. I kind of changed it last second because it's silly for me to not say Lightning. I actually put an asterisk in my prediction from the beginning of the year on their names because I thought they'd do a doubleheader. I thought they'd win the Stanley Cup this year again.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
That is interesting. I would have liked to see them do 2 cups in a row, but also
no, not me. I'm like, you've won. Move out of our way. Because they're in our division. So
yeah, and I think blue and white, if a blue and white team are going to win the Stanley Cup this year, we all know that it's definitely going to be the Leafs.
Don't change that. Don't change that. I will say this. The Panthers, they have a lot of really good players currently on their team. Verhaeghe, he's got really good stats considering he's only played 43 games, was injured. Yeah. And he was the Lightning last year. He was the Lightning last year.
So he's probably got a one-up on them, being like, I was on your team, now I'm on this team.
There was bad news from yesterday, though. Sam Bennett, who was one of their top guys. Well, I mean, I'm going to say one of their top guys. He's played 10 games only. However, he's been 10 games. Okay, here you go. He's played 10 games with the Panthers. He has 6 goals, 9 assists.
Ooh.
That's good. That's really good. However, he has a hearing and he might be suspended for boarding because of last night's game. So that's not good.
That is not good. And Ekblad's out.
Yes. Yep. But Uyghur has taken his place ultimately. I mean, it feels like it. And he's having a great year. So maybe it's not that important. I'm not sure.
Well, that's the thing. We were saying that when he was injured, that are Florida going to continue their win streak? Are they still going to be good because one of their top players is out? And they have surpassed all expectations. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, I'm so happy I put them up there. I'm proud of my babies. My baby Panthers. I'm so happy. I'm so happy they're up there. Jeremy also says, he said Bolts in 6. Although he loves Florida, though. Sad cryy face.
Oh,
So
we all like Florida.
I think it would be nice to see Florida win.
You know
But
what?
if the Bolts play like they have played in the last few years,
Yeah.
yeah.
We say Florida like they're both not from Florida. Like, they're both from Florida.
Well, Tampa Bay is an actual place. Florida Panthers. It has Florida in the name.
No, exactly. I know. We all think that way. I'm just
Yeah.
laughing because that's kind of cool that they're facing each other.
So if Florida win, it could either be Tampa or the Panthers in this case.
Feel it. Oh yeah, this I knew there was something important to say.
Ooh.
Remember at the beginning of the season, I told you Kucherov has been injured for the entire season, and
Yes.
they were going to activate him. You know, they had opportunities to, like, they have cap space because of it, right?
Yeah.
And now Kucherov is back and like, oh, all of a sudden I'm healed, right? He's got 2 goals and 1 assist in 1 freaking game. Like, he's never even freaking left.
He's like, I was just on vacay.
Oh, we're playing the playoffs? Yeah, don't mind if I slip in here. Don't mind if I do.
Did you say it was your park? Because it's my park.
He comes on the team with all the new people like, hey, this is mine. So
like, this is your spot? Honey.
So he's back. So that could be a huge factor. I mean, we've already seen that is the case.
Well, that's something that I said is even if they do get someone injured, they're pretty strong team, and that when they do come back, then playoffs is a different realm.
Absolutely, completely different.
Yeah. Should we move on to the last section, the last division?
Oh my gosh, why?
It's the one you've been waiting for.
Let's do it last then.
It's
just kidding.
You need to say your predicky woos first.
All right, in the north, in the left corner, you have the Toronto Maple Leafs. In the right corner, you have the Montreal Habs.
The Canadiens.
Le Canadiens. Okay, let's just start off with the season matchup. The Leafs have won 7 games, and the Habs won 3.
Yeah. But what were your predictions?
My prediction was I have an odd prediction, and it's Leafs in 4. I have them sweeping. Now I know that's ridiculous. My smart brain wants to say Leafs in 6 because they're so leafy. But I want to say 4 as well because I think I have a lot more confidence. What did you say?
They're just so leafy.
They are so leafy.
So, you know how I felt about Montreal when we did our first predicky woos, and I put them as 6th, which is why I actually agree with you. Leafs in 4.
No way! Yeah!
I put Leafs in 4 just because how many win streaks have there been on where it's been ridiculous. A phenomenal force this season? This team has been utterly tight. So I thought, I was putting on my thinking hat and I was like, think about the beginning of the podcast and when we made our predicky woos. What would you have said if Montreal got this far? And I said, well, Leafs are obviously going to trample them because have you seen the Toronto Maple Leafs at the moment? They're incredible.
Right.
I mean, they're the same tier as Avalanche, and that's God tier at the moment.
True. We're on the God tier, guys. Both of our teams are.
Yeah. Sharks aren't. Sorry.
Honorable mention.
Anything I can get.
No, but
so,
yeah.
I put Ottawa in last place, and they weren't in last place.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But that's a special situation, don't you feel? Like
Canucks? I feel we can't really comment too much on the Canucks.
No.
Unfortunate disposition.
So you have Ottawa last, and what are your other ones?
Well, I had Ottawa last, and then I went Montreal, Calgary, Vancouver, Jets, Oilers, Leafs.
Wow. Close. Hey, that's really good, actually.
It was better than any other division. I think it's the time I spent in Canada has made me all North Division.
I'm off.
But
I was way
1,
off.
2, 3. I got 1, 2, 3.
I got 1 and 3. That's it. I got Ottawa, Vancouver, Oilers, Flames, Jets, Canadians, and Leafs. I did not have a lot of faith in the Oilers, and now I'm worried.
Yeah, this is the thing with Oilers, though. They've got two good players.
Okay, so I'm so happy you mentioned that at the beginning when you were talking about Matthews versus McDavid, because that's actually my argument as to why I think the Leafs are going to dominate in the second round against probably the Oilers. But we're not going to talk about that yet because we're not there yet. But I will
segue back to that.
Yes, we will. I will say this. Although the Leafs' power plays and penalty kills are atrocious, like they're throw it in the trash can. I don't want to hear from it.
In the Binnington, mate.
In the Binnington they go. It doesn't matter because their offense is, I'm going to say it is the best in the league completely. Even against the President Trophy winners, only because of stats specifically. So
only stat-wise, yes.
Only stat-wise, yes.
Don't you talk shit about my boys.
I will not. It's more of a compliment. Like, I'm trying to say that you guys are so good. It's surprising that we have, like, almost our entire team are freaking in double digits. It's insane. Like, you said it yourself.
Your first string, your second string, your third string, the fourth string that you'll probably pull out of somewhere. Incroyable.
Our fourth string has Jason Spezza, who has, like, a million
points. What the hell? Spezza!
He's a fourth liner. I wouldn't even be able to believe it.
He's a fourth liner?
Or is he a third liner now? Either way,
I was going to say, don't you put him on the ice when there's a goal open? Like, open net, Spezza goes on.
He's so good. Oh my God.
He is. We love Daddy Spezza.
So, first of all, congratulations to Matthews for, he won the Rocket Richard. He won
well deserved.
Usually it's Ovechkin, McDavid. Or Draisaitl.
Yeah, Ovechkin, move over. There's a new bitch on the block, and his name's Matthews.
Yeah, Austin Matthews. And our defense. Here's the funny part, and then I want to mention, because I'm sure a lot of Leafs fans are going to laugh at this, but man, there's a lot of hate going around for Morgan Rielly. And I'm going to admit it, I'm one of them because the play seems to die with him, right? With our eyes. When we're doing the eye test, Morgan Rielly is garbage.
Oh, no.
But after looking up the stats, he's incredible, and I don't understand why I would think that. He's
a good player. I've always picked him up in fantasy.
Well, that's the thing. He makes the points. I guess the eye test is really, it leaves much to be desired. It's lazy. Yeah. He's slower than normal. Like, ever since his incredible year, he's just fell. He just fell, sorry. I don't know. He just folded, I don't know. But regardless, he's got 35 points. He's got 30 assists, so I'm not even going to complain anymore. Okay? I'm not. So, we have a good team going in, and then we have Jack Campbell, who has a .921 save percentage. That's awesome. His goal against average is 2.15. Yes!
He is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
I'm saying it. As a fan, I'm a fan of Campbell. I'd eat his soup.
And it's like
I think sandwich.
My question is, can he go into the playoffs and turn it up like he's a Carey Price? I don't know.
Or an Anderson?
No. Unfortunately, Anderson's a Game 7 loser. So
yeah. So you just put Campbell in on Game 7.
You put Campbell. Yeah, that's a good point. Now, the last point I'm going to make is I'm going to talk a little bit about the Habs, not really, but basically the only factor they have is Campbell Price.
Carey Price.
Campbell Price.
They merged. They got a new super goalie.
Did I say Campbell Price? I meant
Carey Price.
I'm trying to get all my things in so it's not like a 4-hour podcast. Okay.
We've got so much to talk about.
Carey Price. He is the factor. He's the only factor, in my opinion, that could screw it up for us. So that's why I was scared about the 4 sweep thing. I don't know, but
has Carey Price been performing better than when we last talked about him, where he was not doing too good?
Well, that's the thing. He's been injured the entire time.
Is he coming off injury?
He's playing an AHL game against the Marlies tonight, I think, or tomorrow. But it's just probably because they want to get him into a game before he plays the playoffs, because he's their number 1, right?
Yeah.
And
Can you
Jake
imagine
Allen
playing in the AHL and being like, oh, this is your goalie and it's Carey Price.
Hey, they just did that with Freddie as well. Anderson played an AHL game to get back in it. He played 2. It's very interesting. Cool. It's very interesting. But yeah, if anything happens, I do have faith in Frederik Andersen, and people are being a little too harsh on him. That's going to be its own podcast, okay? We need to dedicate a podcast to complaining because, yeah.
In the off season, we're going to be like, Frederik Andersen is a bae.
Yes, and here's why. And I'm going to give you a million reasons.
Yeah.
All right.
It will be a 2-hour-long special.
Yes, maybe 3. Let's do the last team before this goes on for too long.
Yes.
Oilers.
That matchup is Oilers and the Jets.
Oilers
that sounds like a song.
Yeah.
I say that.
Wait. What did Jeremy have?
Oilers and the Jets.
Jeremy said Leafs in 5, by the way.
Oh, okay. So he was kind of on the same wavelength as us, but a little bit more sensible.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are doing Leafs in 5. So there you go. Okay.
Right.
Who do you think is going to win against Oilers and Jets?
I'm going to be honest here. Mm-hmm. I have not watched a single Jets game this season.
Really?
Not a sausage. Not even the highlights. None. The Jets do not inspire me. I've always been like, maybe I should watch a Jets game. But alas, no. So, looking at the Oilers, I wanted to say like, oh, Oilers will win this, but I don't know how the Jets play. So I just kind of like made a random guess on this one. And I put Oilers in 6 because I would like to see Oilers play Leafs.
Oh, shit.
Because if the Jets play Leafs, I won't watch it.
No, you have
to. So, yeah, Oilers in 6.
Well, I put Oilers in 6.
Oh.
2 reasons. 1, the only reason is what the hell are they going to do in the playoffs, Dave? Oh my God. First of all, I will have to congratulate Connor McDavid for being a ridiculous human being. 72 assists, 33 goals, 105 points in a freaking, it's not even a whole season. I can't believe it. I'm beside myself.
He's an incredible hockey player.
Such a freaking show-off.
He is a freaking show-off, which is why I prefer Matthews. Or is it because Channelle is my friend and she's slowly indoctrinating me into the cult of the Maple Leafs?
I wasn't subconsciously doing that or anything.
What did you slip in this drink?
I really can't stay. Anyways.
So what's your second reason? Apart from McDavid being a ridiculous human being.
My second reason is kind of the opposite idea. Like Oilers in 6, the reason it's not Oilers in 4 or Oilers in 5 is because Connor Hellebuck is amazing.
Yes.
So that's the reason why I don't think the Oilers are going to win quickly.
That's someone from the Jets. That's the goalie.
Hellebuck is one of my favorite goalies of all time.
Yes, I knew he was a goalie.
Outstanding. He's outstanding.
He is a good goalie. He's outstanding in his field like a proud farmer. That was a joke.
Yes, I know. I caught on.
Okay.
And then I want to say fuck you to Tyson Barrie. So there you go.
You shush your mouth.
No way. He was so rude.
Shush your mouth.
He's so rude.
You're rude.
He's amazing, and he's amazing with any team except for the Leafs. Apparently, we lost
obviously
Kadri for him.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Now you have freaking Kadri, and he's good, and Barrie did nothing for us.
Yeah, but Kadri kept giving you penalties, so I'm not saying it's the avalanche effect, but...
Hey, you didn't play yet. You just wait. Maybe he'll be suspended for 6 games.
Can you imagine? Can you actually imagine?
I will wheeze.
I'm wheezing anyway, thinking about it.
There you go. I don't have much to say. I mean, the Jets have 4 top-notch players. Actually, 5 if you count Pionk.
Pionk.
And then as for the Oilers, Connor McDavid and Draisaitl themselves would be 4 players in 1. So I don't know what to say. I don't know.
What did Jeremy say?
That's interesting. Jeremy said Jets in 7, which would be the ideal.
His reasoning.
I want the Jets to win because the Leafs kill the Jets. So I would like that.
Yeah, but I don't think it would be as exciting as watching Matthews versus McJesus.
Oh, God, I'm just too nervous because if McJesus wins and the Leafs lose, Everyone's just gonna be like, see, he's better. I mean, I know, but still, God.
He's just one player.
McDavid is McDavid and Matthews is Matthews, period.
Can McDavid even grow a mustache?
You know what? That's the other thing. I want to see if Marner can grow a mustache.
It'll be the Toronto Maple mustaches.
They all have mullets right now, so.
They do. I love it. I'm so tempted to get one myself.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, I won't.
Oh my god. So yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
Anything else to say?
I have nothing else to add. We actually did this pretty quick. We went right down to business. We were like cups and pucks. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How long was it? I'm not sure.
About an hour. Hour and a little bit.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. We did
good,
folks. If you've made it this far, you get a sticker. Absolutely.
Do we do stickers now? Maybe we'll think about doing stickers. Yeah, let's think about stickers. Also, you guys need to subscribe. I still quite a lot of you are not subscribed to our YouTube if you're listening there. But yeah, if you subscribe to us, we can I don't know, give you a shout out if you give us a little comment, a little like, hit that bell, Find us on any podcast platform as well. Make us your favorites because you are our favorites.
You're our favorite for sure.
Yeah. You're the McDavid of the non-hockey playing world.
Yes, that's what you are.
Yeah. Superstar.
Well, thanks for listening.
Do you want to follow us on Twitter? You should follow us on Twitter at...
Yes.
Was it This Hockey Pod?
That's right, at This Hockey Pod. Follow me at Channelle LV. Follow Molly at...
It's just _ Molly.
Yeah.
I remembered it.
And then Jeremy's Twitter.
We get this wrong every single time.
Oh, you don't know it?
No, I don't. Do you know it?
Of course I do. J Walker Media? Yeah, at J Walker Media.
And you can follow him on Twitch as well at twitch.tv/Jeremy_Walker.
That's right.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Thank you. And we will talk about, what's going on in the playoffs next week. That's going to be our
news.
Thing.
Oh my days. There's so much we need to talk about that we could not fit into this episode.
Absolutely. It's a very important episode. So we figured let's dedicate it to this, right?
100%. So stay safe, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Get them pucks in deep, yo.
Happy playoffs.
Woo!
May your team win or lose, depending if it's in favor of the Leafs. Adios.
Bye.
A hockey podcast where we talk about ice hockey and stuff. Yeah. Woo.